Yeah, so I started in February with you guys and, well, the end of February really. And in June or July, I was sitting there looking at numbers, looking at my results. And you'd always said, it will take time. It's not instant to build with this, and changing some things, changing old habits for me. And I looked and went, oh, wow. So when I said my business was taking a dive plateau in February, and then in June, my business was double the volume from February to June. So, and I didn't even realize it was happening until I looked and went, wow, okay.
Hey everyone, this is Masha here, and I'm so excited today for our guest here. Kim is dialing in from Melbourne, Australia. Kim, how are you doing?
Hi, I'm fantastic. Thank you very much, Masha. Very good.
Great to have you here. I really want you to share, first of all, with everyone, how long have you been with your company? I know you're a very seasoned leader. How long have you been working with your company?
Well, this month it's 14 years in August, so it's my anniversary month. So very exciting. Yeah.
Congratulations. And I know for everyone needs to understand Kim is a very, very successful leader. So even before she came to Pyjama Bosses, she's had incredible results and success with her company. But I do want to understand, Kim, despite being extremely successful, being in the top 0.1% of your company's results, what was the source of frustration? Would you mind sharing a little bit how you felt about your business at that point?
So when I was thinking, like, what do I need with the business? I was always great at recruiting and, great income coming in. And then I had a moment where I thought to myself, really, I'm doing great, but can anyone duplicate me? And that was the hard, cold facts there and then, because the answer was no.
And what was happening in your business? Was the business growing, or how long were you working long hours? Like how was everything happening?
The business was growing. It was every year, it was always growing. Fantastic. But then it came a time, which is about when I had the breakthrough moment, thinking what was happening was it was not duplicating, it was plateauing and taking a dive up and then plateauing, dived up, taking a plateau. So it was really interesting. So the business wasn't stable, really.
Wow, interesting. And you were just sharing with me earlier that you had almost come to believe that working hard and long hours, even though you were successful, very top earner in your company, was kind of normal, right?
Yeah, I was just saying before that I thought it was normal to be so busy. And now I look back going, wow, like, look at all the almost spare time I've got, which I'm being productive with it, but it's just amazing how much I was doing compared to now. So interesting.
That's awesome. And then, so you sold Pyjama Bosses out and you joined our six-figure circle. And now that you're a part of the six-figure circle, one thing I'm always interested to know is, there's so many components to the program. Like there's the system, the platform that you use with your team, which is basically running your business. And there's the coaching calls, and there's the coaches, and there's the recorded training. What part of this program do you feel was most valuable to you so far?
Definitely the twice a week meetings that we have. Wow. And yeah, really inspiring to hear, to see be part of it for a start, but to see other people around the world. And it really hits home that, this is a program that's obviously working and the system's working, and you've got to put in some work. I can see that, and great, so valuable to get tips from everybody else. Brilliant. And fantastic to be reminded at the start quite often, and still now, is what you're doing duplicatable, Kim? Yeah. And the answer was hopefully yes now, but no back then.
Right. So talk to us a little bit, you've now been a part of the program, I think it's 4 full months or so, and you were sharing there was a major result that you've accomplished already in those 4 months. Would you mind sharing what it is?
Yeah, so I started in February with you guys and, the end of February really. And in June or July, I was sitting there looking at numbers, looking at my results. And you'd always said, it will take time. It's not instant to build with this, and changing some things, changing old habits for me. And I looked and went, oh, wow. So when I said my business was taking a dive plateau, in February, and then in June, my business was double the volume from February to June. So, and I didn't even realize it was happening until I looked and went, wow, okay.
It kind of sneaked up on you. You were so busy duplicating. That's amazing. So in 4 months, your business doubles your revenue. And what do you think was some of the things responsible? Like, how did you do that? Why do you think it even happened? And, it's interesting because most people don't really see that 10, 20, steady percent increase per month. But then when you look back 4, 5, 6 months and it doubles, people are like, wow, you've just doubled your commission. So what are some of the major things that you think contributed to that? How maybe it's the home events, or maybe it's how you prospect. Tell us a little bit about your team and what you think contributed.
I think number one, getting back to basics with, like, we need to be making the phone calls. So that's back to relationship building. And a lot of what we were doing was behind, I think, on Facebook. You don't build those relationships. So you've got the relationships when you do the phone call, and then definitely the home meetings. Like, they're magical. And you really find your business builders from there as well, because you're building relationships. And the Zooms, incredible. The Zooms. When I do the team Zooms, not the team, the business Zooms, and people dialing in from all over the state, compared to when I was doing those events and traveling. And it's just amazing how you could do that and be so much more efficient. Amazing. So they were some huge breakthrough moments.
So basically you're saying you're able to be more efficient, so you're saving yourself a lot of time. And is that the reason that you're able to put more time into recruiting? You think that's why it's bringing higher revenue? And is that what your team, you think, is doing as well?
Yes, definitely. So they are being more time-wise, efficient, and we can just do more. We can do so much more. And the phone calls are amazing. But then when the team are also doing Zooms and with their events, and then I dial in, like, I don't have to travel 3/4 as much as I did. In fact, I don't think I've traveled in the last since I've started.
It's very fascinating. That's real good. And so now with the proof that it's working, and obviously doubling already your volume, your revenue, what do you feel is possible in the next 12 months? Like, what are some of your goals that you want to achieve in the next 12 months? And tell us about your team. Maybe your team has goals too.
Yes, well, the plans are big, and we will be. The plans are to double every month with the number of business builders. So all the teams have goals, and the business builders have goals. And, a new person said to me last week, she said, so what type of goals, we said, let's set your goals. So her goal is 3 new business builders, because she's got a great network in her month. She's got 2 so far. So that's exciting. So, and I think they can feel the excitement too. That's what's changed, energy within the team, of the people that are on the Zooms, and they're saying to their team, well, get on the Zoom. You don't want to miss that one. It's great. So, and they realise too that this same training that we have, the same, Zoom calls and the trainings, they can see that is the difference with being duplicatable, because we were mishmashing. We were doing different Zooms every night, every week. 1 month it might have been one product, another product, another product. Now it's the same. So that's duplicatable. So that's amazing.
And much simpler for you as you and the leaders to do, right?
Yes, makes a huge difference. And now we're training. Well, we have been training the team to then do their own Zooms, and they're doing what I do, and I dial in for people at the end. So that's amazing in itself. It's brilliant.
You mean you just wear the pajama bottoms all the time and nobody knows?
Don't tell anyone.
Very, very awesome. And Kim, what about in using the actual system, like the actual platform? What do you think is the most exciting thing that your team loves, or that you love about it?
I love for sure that people can go on and see the main video, and then they can choose what they like, because in the past we were telling about the products, people missing out on, if they wanted to find out a business, because so many people do, I've discovered, they then can opt in and choose it themselves, and they all do. They all check on that I'd like my products for free or extra income. So that's very interesting. And the team, they love the system. They've never had a system. They just love the fact that there's a system.
Yeah, that's fantastic, Kim. Wow. Nothing further. Is there anything else you want to tell our audience about, like anything in the six-figure circle or anything else that you've had a chance to experience with Pyjama Bosses as a final word?
Well, yes, now that you said that, I love Momentum Week. So, yeah, that is just dynamite. Love it, love it, love it. Gets everyone excited. We have great Zoom talks in the morning. Actually, we're doing ours, and it's great. Everyone gets excited. And I also love the event at the Gold Coast. That was amazing as well. So, yeah.
That's amazing.
Standout events.
Definitely. Thank you so much, Kim. I'm really, really proud of you, and I know that this is just a beginning for you and your team. So congratulations again, and thanks so much for taking the time today and chatting with me.
Thanks for everything you guys do too. It's brilliant. Love it. Love being part of it.